Have you ever met someone that and thought, this is it? This is like the person, and then they just pull away? And now you're left wondering, do I wait or do I, walk away? Hello and welcome to episode 3 of Under the Wild Moon. My name is Glow and I am the one behind Wild Moon My Glow. All right. So today's question comes from Genesis. And Genesis asks or says the description of what she's going over here. So I met this guy a few weeks ago, had a lot of chemistry, and I felt deep down he was the one. What they he was the one. You know what they say? When you know, you know. But suddenly he pulled away out of nowhere, leaving me confused. He's been active on social media, but his last time on WhatsApp was 3 days ago. So I don't know if it's general or personal. So my question is, should I move on or wait for him? So today's goal is emotional clarity. So let us know in the comments if that's ever happened to you. I think I say this like every single week, but definitely something I have dealt with. The possibility of like, should you stay or should you go? What does that look like? All right, so Genesis, we're going to get you some clarification today, and listeners, if you seem to be in the same boat here, you might also get some clarification for yourself. All right, so the first thing I'm going to go in or pull for is the overall like energy for this pull today, or reading, I should say. All right, so what is the energy? So the card we have is Walk Away. I don't know, that's like a prelude of what's going to happen, but the first card you're getting is Walk Away. And the card says, you're wasting your precious energy on something that will not bear fruit. It's time to turn your attention to things more aligned to your soul's purpose. All right, folks, that's it. That's the whole reading. I'm just kidding. Let's go ahead. That's the energy of the pool. Okay, let's go ahead and see what else is coming through for you here, Genesis. So I do have my Unspoken Truth Oracle deck here, and this will kind of give us a little insight into, why this individual pulled away. Why did this individual pull away? All right. Why did this individual pull away? So the first card we have here is, we were supposed to be us, not just you and me. Okay. Imagery of the card. You were supposed to be us, not just you and me. Then you have endings aren't always endings. All right. Let's see. I need one more. Maybe two more. All right. So if I had cherished you more, would we have made it? Then we have, I really thought you'd always be here. Okay, so what I'm picking up as of right now, Genesis, is the energy surrounding this individual. I don't think they were necessarily over maybe the last person they had seen, or I don't know how long ago, but this person that they are definitely missing here means something truly to them. They're not fully over them. It's not saying that I don't see anything along the lines of they have made contact or they're like essentially together. It just might be that this person, okay, you didn't give me a name. This person isn't over them. Well, clearly it shows in the cards here. You have, we were supposed to be us, not just you and me. Endings aren't always endings. So again, just leaving like that door open, like endings are always endings. Then you have, if I cherished you more, if I had cherished you more, would we have made it? Okay. Then I really thought you'd always be there. So all themes here showing that this individual, this person, he is like leaving the door open. Again, it doesn't show me anything like along the lines like he's, gotten back together, but maybe he has realized, oh man, I still have really heavy feelings, very strong feelings for this past individual. There's a possibility that, like, you know, they were like, no, I don't want to do this to this person. All right, so let me go ahead and pull for his current energy towards you. Okay, so I'm going to start out with my oracle deck here. This one, I can't remember what the name was, but we'll start there, and then I'll see if I want to pull another unspoken truth. So the current energy towards her. I feel like this one was trying to come out. Okay, got it. So you have exploration. Exploration, because it didn't fly out of the card deck for me, it is along the lines of it gives me the feeling it gives me the feeling of that he was open to exploring things with you, but it never made it out of the deck, right? It never like jumped out. And how I read that is exactly that is there was definitely interest there of exploring, but it got caught up. It got caught up and never anything came about with it. All right. Then you have reflection here, or I should say he got reflection. So yeah, exploration one was interested in seeing possibly where things have gone, but with the reflection card showing up here, this might have been it. He might have done some reflection. You know, might have thought, hey, this person's a really cool person, but at the end of the day, like, I'm still really stuck on this other individual. Is it fair, you know, to her if I were to like do this? That is one possibility, of course, right? Again, I'm not seeing anything like negative in a sense. Again, reflection, find better ways to improve yourself through reflection. So again, I felt like the energy towards you, there was some, let me not repeat myself. This is something that I'm working on, talking in circles. All right, let me see. I'm going to grab one. I'm going to grab one more from here just to maybe clarify. Okay. Let's see. We have, do you ever think of me too? And then I just want you to be happy even if it's not with me. Okay. I know we're talking about the current energy towards you here. There could be a possibility of him wondering if you think about them, right? I don't see it, just it being the only card out of everything that says that they're thinking about another individual. I think it's more along the lines, maybe he might see you on social media and be like, wow, you know, what if like things could have, you know, what if like I continued to talk to them? But at this rate, I just want you to be happy, even if it's not with me. I feel like this person has made their decision at this moment, the energy of now, right? As in, you know, leaving it where it's at right now. Okay. All right. So we are now going to move on to the energy of moving on, right? So what is the energy surrounding if you were to move on completely from this? What is the energy? So you have balance and hope here. What else? And you have inspiration. I'm going to grab one more from here. So balance, hope, and inspiration. Balance, ooh, that was quick. I feel along the lines of you are going to have the ability to really release it. Like once you make your decision of like, hey, I'm going to move on, the balance is returned, right? There isn't this imbalancement of like, what if, and putting your energy into it where you're like, nope, I'm going to go, I'm going to move on. That's it. And you kind of call back your power and you balance out. And also with the hope card, I really like that this showed up for you for hope. It's almost like you regain more like hope again to maybe seek someone else or open your heart to other individuals to come in. maybe not just right now, but there is that inspiration, right? The inspiration of, okay, what else is out there? What else is out there for me? By all means. But again, balance is more of your time here. Okay, and discovery. Yeah. So you're going to have hope again, you're going to be inspired, and you're going to discover new things about yourself, new individuals. Really just open to see who or what comes in for you. All right. So that's if you were to move on, looks pretty positive to me here. Now, if you were to kind of just wait here, let's see what you get. If Genesis, okay, we're going to keep going. You do that one more time. I was like, all right, let's see. If Genesis were to wait. Okay. What else? So you have the card belonging here. And you have the card potential. Okay. Let's see. And then I want this card here. So belonging potential almost makes me feel along the lines, well, one potential of a possibility with this individual. Belonging, I'm still trying to feel out here. Okay, pause. Not you pause, but like you got the card pause. Yeah, I feel like this is going to be something that's not going to be very quick of a decision on the and other individuals, his end, right? Because he's going to have to work through the things here that we spoke earlier about the other person. And let me think about my words here. Give me a second. Yeah, confirmation as far as like pausing, not fast movement here. There is potential, but it's going to be, it's something very, very, very like in the beginning, very, okay, so I garden a lot. I love plants. So sometimes I plant talk. So my plant peeps out there, let me know in the comments. So you have potential, but it's a seedling. And when it's a seedling, that means that it's in that very, precious stage, right? So a freeze could come in, a wind could blow over, it could rain too much, and it would like the plant, right? So you'd be waiting for that potential, yes, but it would be very I don't want to describe it as rocky because that's not the energy that I'm feeling here. It's more along the lines like it'll be very shaky. Like it'll be like, okay, like this is new, and you'll have to not baby steps, but you'll have to be understanding. I feel like, that type of energy to it, especially with belonging there. There might be that that questioning of like, okay, have you like, if he opens up and lets you know about this, but like have you like moved on from this person? Does this belong? Like, do you feel like you belong in this possibility of, something moving forward? So that's where the energy is on that, with that here. So moving on, balanced, hope, inspiration, discovery of self, right? Then for, giving this person more, if you wait, there is a potential, but it's not something that's going to happen very quickly. Everything is on pause right now. And it's almost like having that, like belonging, right? Like, are you look over them type of question. All right. So before I pull out the Oracle card, let me see if anything else wants to come through for you, Genesis. As far as this relationship goes. Let's see. Anything else you want to provide here? You do have reach out here for you as well. Now, let me go ahead and clarify if that's, reach out to this individual to kind of see like where everything is at. Unless if you haven't already or have already, then disregard. All right, clarify on the reach out. Self-awareness, understand your inner needs and true feelings. I feel like with this reaching out, if you have the, let me back up here. It's more along the lines with you checking in, right? Like if you reach out one more time, you give it one try and you're like, okay, like if this person gives me, an answer back or, doesn't answer back, obviously if they like don't answer back ever, that's an answer in itself. But let's say they do answer you and you go off of your intuition as far as like the response, right? Then that's when you look within yourself too and say, okay, like what is it that I truly want? Does this seem like something I want to wait around for? Because again, for the waiting, it doesn't seem like it's going to be something that's very fast moving here. There is that pause. So just self-awareness on that, okay? All right, Genesis, let's grab your oracle card. And this, that's not the oracle. It is an oracle deck, but not the oracle card that I want. I love this oracle deck here. And I'll be interpreting the image on it, and then I will read from the booklet because I feel the booklet has such, like, I love the messages in the booklet. So why reinvent the wheel? All right, Genesis, what is the message Genesis needs to hear the most right now? What is the message that Genesis needs to hear the most? I feel like it's that one. Okay, harmony. You have harmony. So may sweet and soft things find you, harmony, ease, inner child, softness. And I'm going to show you the imagery here. And it's number 27. Not sure if that has any significance for you, but again, there you go. The imagery on these cards, I love. Oh, so the message right now they want you to know, Genesis, is harmony. What is going to, if in relation to your question, what is going to give you the best ease, harmony, softness to yourself, so you don't have to feel like you have to kind of be defensive or kind of like all over the place. So harmony, I love this card for you. Okay, so let me go ahead and grab that booklet meaning here. Okay, Genesis. So let me pull this up. Then you can look at the imagery as I talk. All right. So the affirmation spell is, I appreciate and attract the sweetness of life. The perfect pair, a beautiful harmony, the loving flower that provides the sweet nectar, the generous bee that provides the nourishing pollination. Both of these beings have so much to teach us. They are lighthearted, bring beauty, and flow with the natural rhythm of life. They are warm with golden hues. They appreciate the balance and offerings each provides. Magic happens when true harmony is achieved through delightful process and the law of least effort. Some of the most beautiful things seem to exist effortlessly in tune with the forces that be. It is possible for a human to access the potent elixir, the nectar of life. What if the bee, you were to seek out the sweetness of life? What if you sought out the flowers of the world, leaning more toward what is soft, attracts your spirit and brings joy? What if that actually led you more growth, potential, and peace rather than the daily grind of forcing, disciplining, and controlling? What if, like the flower, you offered your natural sweetness up to life itself? What if that would attract the bee, the right people, opportunities, actions, pollination that your life needs without having to strain to be what you think the world wants you to be? What if what is truly needed in this world is more softness, kindness, love, joy, ease, and magic? Sorry, I'm trying to turn the page. Hold on. We're almost done. Okay. There you go. Perhaps it is our childlike nature, spiritual side, wonder, and playfulness that we need to bring out more, to be easily amused by the beauty of the world, to see the miracles of the mundane, to open up instead of closing down, to create, live, and love from playful joy, to nurture the child within us. Maybe that is the best way to receive the honey of existence. Okay. Oh, I love it. Okay. So, Genesis, and honestly, anyone who's been in this situation, this reading does feel very clear. Okay, so there was a real connection here, but it also feels like this person is still like emotionally tied to something from like their past. And because of that, they're not necessarily fully available to build something new right now. Okay, but you do have two paths in front of you. Okay, what we discussed. If you choose to move on, the energy essentially opens up for you. There's balance, there's hope, there's discovery here, and you start coming back to yourself with this one. Now, if you decide to wait, there is potential, but it's slow, it's uncertain, and it requires a lot of patience for something that isn't fully stable yet. But the strongest message that came through for you is harmony. So choosing what feels soft, what feels peaceful, what feels aligned for you, okay? Now, maybe not what you hope this could have been, but what actually needed to be shown right now, because the right connection isn't going to, leave you questioning your place in it, Genesis. All right. Now to the viewers, if you have a question or situation you'd like guidance on, you could submit it using the link in the description below. And if you'd like a personal, in-depth reading yourself, you can find How to Work with Me through Wild Moon by Glow, also linked below. Okay? All right, folks. Thank you for being here with me under the wild moon, and I'll see you in the next episode. Until next time, take care and bye.